Okay, good job, Moksha. I like your Bhagavad Gita videos very much.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so everyone, welcome. Hare Krishna. Let me see who are there. Adi Purush, Aditya, Krishna Nayana, and Krishna Chaitanya, Moksha, Shaurya, Tirtha. Vikyat. Welcome everyone. So let's start with prayers. Excuse me. I'm sorry, the throat is little troubling. So let's start today. Oh, I didn't start my video. Okay. Okay, so let's start with prayers. Om Adhyana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Okay, so we did starting from chapter 1. We are in chapter 12 now. Anyone, can you say any verse from this slide? 3 people.
Can I catch him, Mataji?
Who's that? Vikyat?
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead, Vikyat.
Tad vidhi pranipatena prariprashneena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninastatvadarshinaha.
Very good, Vikyat. What's the meaning of that?
It means surrender unto a spiritual master and serve him, ask questions, and just try to learn the truth, I think.
Yes, very good. Very, very good. You kind of told the gist. That's very good. Okay. Aditya?
Hare Krishna Mataji, can I say 5.29?
Yes, Aditya, Rajiv, yeah.
Okay, Mataji. Bhoktaram yanya tapasam sarvaloka maheshwaram suhridam sarvabhutana nyatva mam santi mrichati.
Very good. What's the meaning of the shloka?
Mataji, I'm not sure.
Okay. Anybody else wants to say the meaning of the shloka? Because it's better to learn the shloka with the meaning, right? Otherwise, how will we practice that? Apply it. Krishna Chaitanya, do you want to say the meaning of 5.29?
No, I want to say 2.22.
Okay, let me wait. Anyone else who I want to know if anyone can say the meaning of 5.29. You can even look up the book. This shloka is, yes, Sai, Amrita.
Mataji, can I do one sloka?
Yeah, you can do shloka, but I'm looking for the translation of 5.29.
Mataji, the translation of 5.29 is the sages knowing me as the ultimate purpose of all sacrifices and austerities, the supreme lord of all planets and demigods, and the benefactor as well, and the well-wisher of all living entities, attain peace from the pangs of material miseries.
That was great, Shaurya. Thank you. Okay. Krishna Chaitanya, you wanted to say, right?
Yes.
Whichever shloka you want to say, please be ready to tell the meaning also, okay?
Yes. Vasam Chirana Nyatha Vihaya Navami Karati Naroparami Tata Sharirani Vihaya Jarnani Anyani Samyati Navami De. As as we take off clothes when they become dirty, and other bodies can always exchanging clothes. The soul similarly exchanges between one body to another body, and
That's right. Thank you. So as a person puts on new garments, giving up the old ones, the soul similarly accepts new material bodies, giving up the old and useless ones. Very good. Okay. Sai Amrita, do you want to say?
Okay, Mataji. Mata sparshasthu kaunteya shitoshna sukha agama nityas tamsi tikshasva bharata. So here, Mataji, can I summarize the meaning?
Yeah, okay.
So here Krishna is telling Arjuna that happiness and distress changes like winter and summer seasons. So you need to tolerate them so that you need to tolerate them, Arjuna, because you should not be disturbed by them.
Very nice, Sai Amrita. Very, very good. Thank you. Okay, so we'll move on to the next slide.
Mataji, actually, I wanted to say one from this slide.
Okay, who's that?
Shaurya.
Yes, Shaurya.
Yada yada hi dharmasya glanirбhavati bharata abhyuthanam dharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham.
Very good.
And the meaning is, whenever and wherever there is a decline in religious practice, O descendant of Bharata, and a predominant rise of your religion, at that time I descend myself.
Very good. Very good. Okay, 3 from this slide. Anyone wants to say any shloka from this slide?
can Ramachandra do?
Yes, Ramachandra.
9.26 Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yome Bhakta Prayachati Tadaham Bhakta Pahritam Asnami Prayatatmana. The translation is that if anyone offers like a leaf, water, fruit, even like small things, if they offer with devotion and love, I'll accept it.
Very nice, Ramachandra. Very good. Okay, 2 more to go. Who wants to say?
Mataji, can I do yum yum vapi?
Yes, Shaurya.
Yum yum vapi smaran bhavam jadyate antikalevaram tam tamevaiti kaunteya sada tadbhava bhavita. Whatever state of being one remembers when he quits his body, that state he will attain without fail.
Wonderful, Shaurya. Wonderful. Okay.
Mataji, Mataji, can I go?
Yes, Srinidhi.
I want to do 10.9.
Yes.
Machitta matkata prana bodhayanta parasparam katayantashta mam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha.
Perfect.
And the meaning of this is that the pure devotees' thoughts are in me, and their lives are fully devoted in my service, and they get great satisfaction and bliss because of that.
Wonderful. Wonderful, Srinidhi. Okay, so let's move on. So we did 12.1. We started off with the 12th chapter. What was the title of the 10th chapter?
The opulence of the absolute.
Good job. Who said that? Good job, Shaurya, I think. Okay. What is the title of 11th chapter?
The universal.
The universal form.
The universal form. Very good. And you all did great in the tests. Wonderful job. Some only were, most of the questions were from the question bank that I shared. And I'm so happy you all did a good job. Thank you. Okay, so what is the title of the 12th chapter?
Devotional service.
Devotional service.
Very good. Okay. So 12th chapter starts off with a question from Arjuna. So who can say the shloka and the meaning of 12.1?
Mataji, can Sharya say it?
Yes, Shaurya.
Arjun uvacha evam satata yukta ye bhaktyaastram paryupasate ye chapi aksharam avyaktam tesham ke yogavittama. So Arjuna inquired, which is considered to be more perfect, those who are properly engaged in your devotional service, or those who worship the impersonal Brahman, the unmanifested?
Wonderful. So this is a question Arjuna was asking. And we saw it clearly. And let's see today, 12.2, what Krishna answers for this. Shri Bhagavan Vacha. Can you repeat?
Shri Bhagavan Vacha.
Maya Veshya Mano Ye Mam.
Maya Vesha Mano Ye Mam.
Maya Veshya Mano Ye Mam.
Maya Veshamano Emam.
Maya Veshya Mano Ye Mam.
Maya Veshamano Emam.
Nitya Yukta Upasate.
Nitya Yukta Upasate.
Nitya Yukta Upasate.
Nitya Yukta Upasate.
Maya Veshya Mano Ye Mam. Nitya Yukta Upasate.
Maya Veshamano Emam. Nitya Yukta Upasate.
Maya Veshya Mano Ye Mam. Nitya Yukta Upasate.
Maya Veshamano Emam. Nitya Yukta Upasate.
Shraddhaya Parayopetas.
Shraddhaya Parayopetas.
Shraddhaya Parayopetas.
Shraddhaya Parayopetas.
Shraddhaya Parayopetas.
Shraddhaya Parayopetas.
Te me yukta tamamataha.
Teme Yukta Tamamata.
Te me yukta tamamataha.
Teme Yukta Tamamata.
Te me yukta tamamataha.
Teme Yukta Tamamata.
Shraddhaya Parayopetas. Te me yukta tamamataha.
Shraddhaya Parayopetas. Teme Yukta Tamamata.
Okay, let's do the whole shloka. Shri Bhagavan Vacha.
Shri Bhagavan Vacha.
Maya Veshya Mano Ye Mam.
Maya Veshamano Emam.
Nitya Yukta Upasate.
Nitya Yukta Upasate.
Shraddhaya parayopetas
श्रद्धया परयोपेतास्
te me yuktatama mataha. Anyone knows the shloka? Anyone wants to try?
Mataji, can Mukund try?
Yes, Mukund.
Shri Bhagavan Vacha Maya Veshamano Ye Mam Nitya Yukta Upasate Shraddhaya Parayopetas Te Me Yukta Tamamata. Thank you, Mataji. Hare
Good job. Okay, who else?
Mataji.
Yes, Vikyat.
That was someone else, Mataji.
Can Prahlad go?
I think Vikyat asked first and then Prahlad. Vikyat, can you go first?
Okay, Mataji. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Mayaveshya Mano Ye Mam Nitya Yukta Upasate Shraddhaya Parayopetas Te Me Yukta Tamamana Mataha.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay, Prahlad.
Shri Bhagavanuvacha Maya Veshamano Ye Mam Nitya Yukta Upasate Shraddhaya Parayopetas Te Me Yukta Tamamataha.
Perfect, Prahlad. Okay, Krishna Chaitanya.
Shri Bhagavan Vacha Maya Veshya Manoye Mam Nitya Yukta Upasate Shraddhaya Parayopetas Te Me Yukta Tamamataha.
Okay, perfect. So we will give chance to rest of them at the end of the class because it's already late. So, okay. Most perfect in yoga. Find out the Sanskrit meaning.
Yuktatama
Good job. Mataha.
are considered
Fixing.
Naveshya
Okay. Worship.
Upasate
Te Upasate
Upasate
With faith.
Shraddhaya
Transcendental.
Paraya
Varaya
Upetaha.
endowed
Doubt. Okay. The mind.
Manaha
Those who.
Ye
Ye
Me.
Mam
Mam
Always.
Nitya
Engaged.
Yukta
Upon me. Upon me.
Mai
Okay.
Mai
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said.
Shri Bhagavan
Bhagavana Vacha.
Okay, what's the meaning of the first line? Mai aveshya mano ye mam.
Fixing the mind upon me.
Okay, those who, right? Those who fix the mind upon me. Nitya yukta upasate.
in my transcendental personal
Always.
Who are always engaged in my transcendental worship.
Very good. Shraddhaya parayopetaha.
with faith
are
in my transcendental with
So endowed with transcendental faith. It's like jumbled up sentences, okay? Shraddhaya is with faith, paraya is transcendental, upeta is endowed. So Shraddhaya parayopetas. Okay, teme yuktatama mataha.
they are considered most perfect in yoga.
By who?
By me.
By
me.
Very good. Okay. Krishna Chaitanya, can you read the translation? Do you want to read the translation?
Mataji, I didn't hear what you said.
Okay, am I audible?
No, you're audible, but I just didn't hear what you said.
Oh, okay. Can you read the translation?
Yes.
Okay.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, those who fix their minds on my personal form and are always engaged in worshiping me with great and transcendental faith are considered by me to be most perfect.
So who is considered by who to be most perfect?
Those who fix their minds on Krishna are considered by Krishna to be the most perfect.
Very good. So what is the answer for Arjuna's question in 12.1?
Per worship, a personal form is greater.
Very good, Krishna Chaitanya. Okay. See, what are the two characteristics of people who are worshipping the personal form from this translation?
They fix their minds on Krishna and they are always engaged in worshipping Krishna with great and transcendental faith.
Very good, Mishti. So those are the two characteristics. Means they fix their minds on Krishna's personal form. It's a great thing to do that. If we can fix our mind on Krishna's form, then that's great. And not only that, they fix the mind, but they also worship Krishna. Not just, worship Krishna, but worship Krishna with great and transcendental faith. So those people who fix the minds on the Lord, who worship the Lord with great and transcendental faith, are considered by the Lord to be most perfect. So what does great and transcendental faith mean?
Transcendental means non-material, so it has no material desires in that faith or anything.
Very nice. Okay, so that's good. So their faith will not shake. If it is faith in the modes of nature, then it will shake, right? But their faith is transcendental faith. It's beyond the modes of material nature. As you said, it is not material, so it is unshakable. And not that it is blind faith. It's not blind faith. They know why they are having that faith. The faith is based on knowledge, intelligence, and application. Okay, so let's see. There are so many people who have fixed their mind upon Krishna's form, right? Is it easy to worship Krishna in the form like this, or think of him as as impersonal and worship the unmanifested, which is easy?
Worshipping
So
the personal
yes,
form is
Form is easy.
right? Impersonal means he doesn't have a form. Then can you dress him? Can you offer him food? Can you be personal with him? No. But because he has a personal form, you can do all the services to him. So the deity who was called as a witness, how many of you know this story? And this is
I do, Mataji.
I know
is exactly the temple there. It's the picture of the deity. How many of you know? Mishti knows,
I know, Mataji.
Vikyat knows. I'm sure Aditya knows. We are missing Varun today. Okay. Who wants to tell that story in brief?
Can make that, Mataji.
Okay, Vikyat, go ahead.
So one time there were two brahmanas. One was elderly and the other one was serving him. And because the younger one was serving him so nicely, the older one wanted to give the younger one his daughter in marriage. And like the younger brahmana didn't want to accept because like the older brahmana was like very rich and very aristocratic than the younger brahmana. So he refused, but still the older brahmana insisted. So in front of Sakshi Gopal, this deity, the older brahmana promised that he would give his daughter in marriage to the younger brahmana. And so later they went home, and then I think the older brahmana like told his family about it, And they said, no way. And then once like the younger Brahmana came to like get married, he said no. And then he went all the way back to where the deity was.
Right.
And called the deity, and he couldn't look back to see if the deity was following him. He could just hear his ankle bells, I think.
Very good.
And the deity said that he had promised him. Yeah.
Very nice. Thank you, Vikyat. You see, he had great and transcendental faith, the younger Brahmana, that something that's told before you cannot go waste or lie. So please come and tell the witness, because they're telling that there is no witness, so I'm lying. I wanted to take the money of the old Brahmana, that's why I'm lying. But that's not the case, my dear Lord. It was told in front of you, and you are the witness to it, Sakshi, so you must come. So he walked for a long time, and then he cannot turn back. But when they came close to the temple, the ankle bell stopped sounding. So when he turned back, Krishna became a deity there. Until then, Krishna was walking with him. You see how personal the Lord is in his deity form. And then he went inside and he called all the villagers. See, the villagers, they came running from the village. How come suddenly? It's impossible that a deity came here. So everyone offers obeisances, and then they built a nice temple. And then this is the original deity. Actually, they don't allow anyone to take a picture, but then you see here, it's a very beautiful picture. I have never seen a Sakshi Gopal picture so clear. Preeti Vilasni Mataji did this wonderful, very clearly you can see how the Lord is there and very personal, and see that's how he walked all the way from there. So this is an instance where Krishna is pleased with a personal form of worship. Okay, who knows these two pictures, the story of these two pictures? Mishti, yes, Mishti?
I think I recognize one of the pictures. I don't remember the whole story, but it's Krishna. He dresses up as like a cowherd boy, and he comes to I think Sanatan Goswami or someone, but he comes to give Sanatan Goswami like milk to break his fast, I think.
Okay, yeah, it looks like that, the picture, right? But one more person whom he came to give the milk is Madhavendra Puri. Right? So Madhavendra Puri, he was there, and then Krishna came and gave the milk, and then he was so, and then in the dream he got that the Lord came again and said that I've been buried here for a long time and the bushes are covering me, please come and lift me out. So they all went, and then with the help of the villagers, he lifted Krishna out of where he was buried, and then so he made a big festival of Annakut. Everyone brought something for offering, and then the Lord came in his dream and said that since I have been buried inside for a very long time, I feel very hot and I want some cooling sandalwood paste. Can you get me some sandalwood paste? And sandalwood paste was not available in Vrindavan. So he had to walk from Vrindavan to Puri. So, which was quite a distance. So he walked all the way, and he wanted to request the king of Puri at that time, Prataparudra, to give him loads and loads of sandalwood. And then so he would take the sandalwood and go and make a paste and then apply to his Gopal. But in the way, he saw a temple of Gopinath, where they offer a special kind of a kheer called Amrita Keli. They make it so delicious with a combination of very nice items. And so he had heard that it is, I mean, the kheer is out of the world. So when the pujari went he took 12 pots like this to offer the kheer, and Madhavendra Puri was telling, maybe if I get to taste the kheer, I can make the same kheer for my Gopa. But then he started thinking, how come I can think of tasting the kheer before it was offered to Krishna? I'm such a offender for trying to eat Krishna's bhoga, so I'm not fit to stay in Krishna's uh, temple. So he was feeling very bad that he did that offense, and then he went alone and in the marketplace when there was no one, he started chanting. Meanwhile, the temple was closed, the offering was released, the pujari, and then in the night time he gave a Shayana Arati, and then he closed the temple and the pujari went to sleep, and in his dream Gopinath came and he said, wake up, I have taken one pot of kheer and hidden for my devotee behind my curtain. So go and look for it, and then look for somebody whose name is Madhavendra Puri and give it to him. You see what happened? Madhavendra Puri thought about tasting the kheer, but then he left the temple because he thought that he had committed an offense of trying to eat it before it was offered. So he was not there in the temple. So how will he get to taste the kheer? So Pujari will offer the kheer, then he will release the offering, he'll take the offering, then he will distribute it as prasad to everyone. So then Madhavendra Puri will not get to eat the kheer. So Gopinath hid a pot of kheer behind the curtain, so the pujari will not look behind the curtain. Whatever the pot was offered, he did not count. He thought, maybe there are 12 are there, and then he distributed, he cleaned, and then he went to sleep. But see how Krishna is reciprocating from the deity form. So this person went looking for where is Madhavendra Puri? You're so fortunate. The Lord stole the pot of kheer for you. How fortunate you are. Then he was feeling, oh Krishna, you're so reciprocative. You see, how many of you have heard the story before?
I have Mataji.
Yes, so this is how Krishna is worshipped in the personal form, in the deity form, and how he reciprocates. And there is one more very interesting story. This is called the story of Chella Pillai or Sampath Kumara. And that he's in a place called Melkot. Remember all these names that's there in every slide. For what? For Kahoot. So Ramanujacharya went to the temple of Melkot, and there when he went up, there is a story behind the main deity, and they have a small Utsava deity, the deity who goes out on palanquins for darshan, for yatras, everything. So he found that that deity was not there in the temple. So when they asked the locals, they said that this deity has been taken by the king of Delhi. When he conquered, you know what they did those times, in the medieval times, in order to break the faith of the Sanatan Dharma, they would ransack the temple and take the deity and run away, the Muslim Mughal kings. So what will the devotees will be left with to worship? So this deity is a very special deity. It's called Ramapriya. He's called Ramapriya. He was worshipped by Lord Ramachandra himself. Then Ramachandra's son Kusha worshipped, and then Kusha's daughter, when she got married to a king in Yadu dynasty, then she took him, and then in Yadu dynasty, all the King Ugrasena and others, they have been worshipping this. Then when Balaram came for pilgrimage, then he thought that the Utsava deity is not there. He looks so much like the Moolava deity, the main deity. So he told Krishna, and Krishna came and established the Ramapriya here. So such is the deity's power, like worshipped by Lord Ramachandra and Krishna himself. So he this deity was taken by the king of Delhi, who was a Muslim king. So Ramanujacharya went there and he found the king and he said that I have come here to request from you the deity. But the king said, I have ransacked so many temples and I have so many deities here. I don't know which one it is. So he opened the room and he looked around with all the deities, but none of them was there. Then he said that there is one deity in the room of my daughter. So he went there and saw the daughter's. The daughter was none other than the daughter was a great devotee, and she used to dress the Lord, take care of the Lord, worship the Lord. So she was so attached to the Lord. But she didn't want to give the lordship. So the Sultan, what the king did, okay, I will trick this Acharya. I will ask some of my best men who can make multiple copies of the same deity, and maybe he will take one of them, and then you can have yours. So he would make that, and then he would say that now you pick yours, whichever is the right deity, you pick. So he tells, when Ramanujacharya came the next day, he told Acharya like that. So Ramanujacharya knew that there are so many deities. Everything is not a deity, right? Because although they carved, this deity has been worshipped for a long time. He has been installed. He has accepted the Lord's worship. So he is there, one among them. So Ramanujacharya sat down and he called Chella Pillai. Chella Pillai is a term in Tamil which means that a very my pet child. It's a very nice way of calling. Like you all have nicknames, right? Sometimes in the at house you have a nickname. People call you with a nickname. So that was like a nickname. So he sat down and he said, Chellapillai, please come and sit in my lap. So what the Chellapillai, the deity, did, he jumped, and then came and sat in Ramanujacharya's lap. You see, that's what you see here. So immediately Ramanujacharya took him, came back to male court, and established his worship there. But then this devotee, although she was born to a king of a Muslim king, she was a great devotee and she couldn't eat, she couldn't sleep. She was so attached to the deity and she came running behind Ramanujacharya all the way from north to south, more than 1,500 miles, more or less, more than 1,000 miles. You can see she ran, she walked, because such is her attachment for the Lord. And then when she came to the Lord, she went and hugged the Lord, and then she disappeared within the Lord. So that was a reciprocation. You see how for years and years and years, Krishna is very happy to accept the worship in his personal form. So people may ask that, God is everywhere, right? This is one thing they ask. God is everywhere. Why should we worship him as a deity? He's everywhere, right? So what's the answer? Can you make a connection like this PPT?
He's everywhere, but he takes like the air is everywhere, but when you put it into like something, you can see what it actually looks like.
Yes, the air is everywhere. But then if the air is everywhere, will the cycle run without the air in will the bike run without the air in the tire? Will the ball be stay stiff? Right? The air in the tire, in the balloon, in the ball is there for a specific purpose. The air outside cannot achieve this, right? Similarly, although God is everywhere, He is specifically in the deity form to enable us to accept our worship, to enable us to worship him, right? Otherwise, how can you worship God everywhere? Can you offer him? Can you dress him? He's present everywhere. No, right? So that's how, even though, because the air is everywhere, doesn't mean that the air is not there, and the air inside is not, you cannot use the air that is present everywhere to run a bike, to do a ball. Air has to be inside this, right? So similarly, for practical purposes, Krishna has taken a deity form. So how we can worship the deity? What is the first thing that we can do?
Chant.
Who is this?
Haridas Thakur.
Haridas Thakur.
What is the title that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave Haridas Thakur?
Namacharya.
Namacharya.
Namacharya. Why he
Mataji?
gave the title Namacharya?
Because he chants a lot.
Chanting Krishna's names a lot.
Yes, he was chanting throughout. So he was called Namacharya. So we can all chant how much ever we can. Because Krishna has a personality, Krishna has a personal form, he has a name that is non-different from him. And so when we chant, we are actually serving Krishna, accessing Krishna in the personal form. Then what we can do? We can read, right? Like how Mataji said, Sita Priti Mataji said, is asking you to read the articles and then explain it in the Govinda class. So when we read and read and read and then we try to explain it, then we know what is there. If we don't read, how will we know, right? So reading is one thing that we can do in Krishna consciousness to serve the Lord. Means, see, when we accept the personal form of worship of the Lord, there are so many ways how we can very easily serve the Lord. Chanting is one way, reading about him is one way, and then hearing about him. Who's the speaker and who's the person who's hearing here? Anybody knows?
Shukadev Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj.
Very good. On the bank of which river?
Saraswati.
Ganga.
Ganga. So Parikshit Maharaj just heard and he got perfection. See how Srila Prabhupada is also giving lectures and everybody is hearing. Look at this setting. It's so rustic. It's like, I don't know where it is. It looks like a village where there are small houses and trees. And Srila Prabhupada is sitting and he's speaking and everyone was attentively hearing. That's what we have to do. In any class, anything, attentively hear. Prahalad, are you hearing attentively or are you playing?
I'm hearing.
Okay, so the next is Kirtan. So you all, how many of you like to do Kirtan?
Mukund. I like to play the mridanga.
See, everyone right? Kirtan
I
is
do
so fun. You can play mridanga, you can play kartal, you can play different instruments, harmonium, and it's singing and dancing. And not singing and dancing something else, but we are singing Krishna's name, thinking of Krishna in a meditative way. So that's possible. This is possible service to serve the Lord in his personal form. Then what we can do?
Prasadam.
Cook.
Cook, yes. Prasadam is not only for eating, but we all have to learn how to cook. That's why you have cooking classes in the Govinda class. They are sending out nice recipes. See, very young, how these kids are helping in the kitchen, what they're doing in the kitchen. So they are cooking and we'll see Prabhupada cooking, and our whole Krishna consciousness movement is cooking, feeding the Lord, and then cooking a lot and giving out to the public food for life, a lot of prasadam, because prasadam purifies. So we all need to learn this art, how to cook, how to clean, how to cut the vegetables. Small recipes we can learn, right? So if you go and stand in the kitchen and help your mom do something, that's the best way to learn. You can ask, well, how can I help you in the kitchen? So then by being in the kitchen, you can learn. Okay, then what else we can do?
Cleaning.
We can.
Who's cleaning here? Do you know who's cleaning?
Devotees, they're cleaning the temple.
Mahaprabhu.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, yes. Where is this temple?
Gundicha.
Gundicha.
Yes. See, you see, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is cleaning himself and he's engaging all the devotees to clean, and they clean until it's sparkling clean. Even there's not a bit of dust. That's how. And we see here, you know, where is this picture?
Mayapur.
Yes, Mayapur. And see, they're cleaning in Mayapur. They're cleaning the altar. And then here you see, I don't know, where is this? They're cleaning. So cleaning is something you also need to keep your room clean. I mean, instead of your mom come and cleaning the room, you can put things away, vacuum the room or clean the room, right? So this is also something in Gurukul, the kids are trained even when they're very young to keep their place clean, to put the things in the place. So this is all real learning, real knowledge. Keep if you're in a dirty room, then your consciousness is also dirty, right? So all this we can do when we accept the personal form of the Lord, right? We cook, we clean, and then what we can do? Eating prasadam. You see, who is this?
Advaita Prabhu,
Advaita
Nityananda
Acharya.
Prabhu, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Yes, Advaita Acharya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu. How nicely Advaita Acharya cooked so many vegetables and sweet items and soups and varieties, and gave it to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. So this is, no one ever will be dissatisfied with eating prasadam. If you eat prasadam, you're so spiritually full also. Do you all want to learn how to cook?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Very good. So you can ask your mom and try for simple recipes and cook, okay? So this is all like that way. When we accept the personal form of the Lord, even eating becomes a service, cooking becomes a service, cleaning becomes a service, which anyway in the house we are doing, right? But if there is impersonal form, then he's impersonal. He doesn't have a form, so he doesn't have a hand or mouth or stomach to eat your food. So it's very abstract. That's why Krishna immediately said that a person who's engaged in transcendental faith in the worship of the deity is the one who's the most perfect. That's what he said. Right? Okay, two more people can tell the shloka before we go to Kahoot.
Can I say the shloka, Mataji?
Yes, Mishti.
Shri Bhagavanuvacha Maya Veshya Mano Ye Mam Nitya Yukta Upasate Shraddhaya Paryopetas Te Me Yukta Tamamataha.
Very good. So translation? Who wants to read?
Can I read it?
Yes, Divyansh. I was waiting. Why you didn't come forward so far?
Okay. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "Those who fix their minds on my personal form and are always engaging in worshiping me with great and transcendental faith are considered by me to be most perfect."
Very good. Okay, so let's go to Kahoot. You want to play Kahoot or no?
Yes, yes.
No, no,
Yes, it's a majority.
no. There's literally only
Yes.
2 people. Okay, now there's 3.
Yes. It's
No.
majority.
Yes.
Yes, it's a majority.
Okay. Who's saying no and why?
I don't know.
Who's that?
Shaurya.
Shaurya, okay. Okay, you can watch. You can watch.
No, I'll play. I'll play.
Oh, okay. Okay. Are you seeing the pin? 6031809.
Whoever rages, I think that's Aditya R or somebody. Somebody rages. I don't know who.
It's
But-
Varun.
It's
Yeah,
Varun.
okay,
It's
so
Varun.
Varun's not here, right?
Varun's not here today, yeah.
Okay.
So the Facebook viewers won't hear over instead of Facebook viewers watching this in their headphones won't have a big screen on.
Yeah. Headphones lives are going to be saved. That is right.
Okay, so pray is the best. Vic, Aditya, Srinidhi, Krishna Chinta, Shaurya, Speedy, Divyaj, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's it. There are 13, 1 and 2.
3 more people need to join.
Yeah. Are you all done? Can we start?
Is everyone done? Getting on Kahoot.
Okay, I think we will start. Arjuna Uvacha Evam Satata Yuktaye Bhaktastvam Paryupasate. After that, what?
I think everybody got their answer because there's 8 answers. You can just hit
Wow, 7 people got it right. Let's see. Srinidhi, Aditya R, Aditya K, Krishna Chinta and Pray is in the scoreboard. Very good. Okay, the next question. What's the question Arjuna asking Krishna in verse 12.1? Wow, 9 of them got it right. That's great.
it was in bold.
That's wonderful.
It was the only answer that was in bold.
Oh, okay. That's very nice. What does upasate mean? It's a typo, it's worship.
I thought that was a trick question, that worship was put there on purpose.
Wow, 7 people got it. Let's see. Yes, that's right. Upasate is worship. Okay, this body Mukund is in the has a streak. Let's see. Krishna says those who worship me are not the most perfect. Seven got it right. Yes. You need to be little careful reading. Yes. Shaurya came in. And wonderful going, Aditya, Srinidhi, Aditya, Krishna Chinta, and Shaurya. So let's see. Fifth question. The deity who gave witness to the Brahmin is? This should be pretty easy. Yes, 7 people, that's right. It's Sakshi Gopal.
I got it right and moved back 2 places.
Yeah, praise back in the scoreboard. Aditya K got a streak. Aditya R is doing good. Okay, so let's go to the next question. Question 6. Dash called the Lord to sit on his lap. If you remember from the story, who called the Lord to sit on the lap? 6 people got it right. Yes, Ramanujacharya. Okay. That's good. The scoreboard remains the same. Shaurya just hit answer streak 5. Wonderful going. So let's go to the next question. The Lord is everywhere. It is especially present in the deity. A suitable analogy is? Yes, 7 of you, you're right. We got a very nice analogy. We saw the moving GIF that how the air in the tire makes the difference. Yes, Shaurya is up. Srinidhi has a streak. Aditya remains to be first. So let's go to the next question. The temple where the deity of Sampat Kumara is housed is called Melkot. True or false? 6 of you got said true. That's great. That's nice. Yes, wonderful. Melkot is the answer. Wonderful. Okay. 9th question is a multi-select question. Devotional services include eight of you got it right. It's a multi-select. Yes, worshipping Krishna, not our favorite sports star. Okay, so 3 in a row. This body Mukund is back in the game. And that's right. So the last question is again a multi-select. If there is one deity who like to worship at your home, who would it be? JBA stands for Jagannath Baladev Subhadra. So, which is the right answer for this?
It's personal. Anyone, any form of Krishna can be liked, and everyone has their preferences, but anything is fine.
Yes, that's the thing. You're right, Krishna Chaitanya. So 3rd place goes to Srinidhi. 2nd place is Aditya K. 1st place is Aditya R. Runners up are Krishna Chinta and Shaurya. That was nice. Did you like it? Yes, this is only, there were
Yes,
only
Mataji.
9 people and everybody did almost good. It was only 1 or 2 questions you missed. It's okay. But you all took part and we spent time. thinking and listening about Krishna and discussing. So we are all the winners. Okay, everyone. Thank you all very much for participating. Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions, anyone?
No.
Okay, then see you again next week. And please memorize the sloka 12.1 and 12.2. Arjuna's question and Krishna's answer. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha.
Hare Krishna kripa sindhubhyev cha patranam pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo namo namah. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Lalitangi Mataji ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Jai, all the kids ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.